Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. Today is June 30th, 2020. And today is Rate Tuesday. And I do this every Tuesday just to kind of bring you guys up to speed on where rates are going, where they are today, where they're going, and my prediction of where they're going to be in the next, maybe next week, next month, and the next quarter out. So some of the headlines that I was just seeing is there's a mortgage company out there, and I've heard this from even a couple of people that we deal with, that there's this company out there, they're offering 2.25% interest rates to basically everybody. So I was skeptical, and for good reason. And I'm going to go over that with you here in a second. And then what we're going to do is break down where rates are if you're looking to buy a home. And we're going to look at three different categories. We're going to look at you putting 3% down, and that's normally what's needed for first-time home buyers with good credit scores and everything, all the fundamentals are there. And we're going to go through variations of credit scores and so forth. The next thing is we're going to look at the category of 3.5% down. That's FHA loans. And then we're going to look at 5% down, and I'll give you the rates, what fees are involved, what the payments are, and so forth. So the criteria behind this is a purchase price of $312,500. That's our average price right now for purchases. So that's why I chose that number, and I'm going to break those down. But what prompted kind of today's episode, as I'll put it that way, is some headlines that's coming out that are reading this. There's a company called United Wholesale Mortgage. They're coming out, and they've announced for the last couple of months of 2% mortgage rates, or right here, UWM, 2.5% mortgage rates. Then they just came out with something of VA mortgage rate lower than 3%, and so forth. So just giving you some headway on United Wholesale Mortgage. Good company. The problem is you can't go to them directly. You have to use a broker. All right? There's broker fees involved. So for this program, there are going to be a lot of fees. And when I conclude this, I'm going to show you how I can, I just hate to say it this way. This is deceptive advertising, I guess is a good way to put it. And what I would always tell you is please don't be wowed over the rate. You want a great rate, but you don't want to spend a ton of money to refinance. One of the biggest reasons why is you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Studies have shown over the last 50 years, the average person is in a loan or a mortgage for 7 years. So why would you look to spend $10,000, $15,000 to buy down your mortgage rate when you probably aren't going to have that mortgage for a long time? And I always give my clients this claim, and I'll back it up. And I've been doing this for 32 years, so I'm hopefully not going anywhere. If we close your loan and your mortgage rate drops at least or over 0.5%, I'll refinance you at no cost to you. No cost to you. If it's a FHA or VA loan, there's an FHA funding fee or a VA funding fee. I won't cover that. I'll cover all of your lender fees, and that could be in the tune of up to $2,000 in some cases. So let's get on to today's kind of what the basics are for today. What I did is, like I said, the criteria is we're buying a $312,000 home. It's a purchase. We're putting down 3%, and it's a 30-year fix. I put in Illinois, and the credit score is 6. I'm going to start at 660. I'm going to do 4 different buckets. I'm going to do 660 or 660 credit score, 680, 700, 720. Okay, so I plug in this criteria, and I hit search. Let's see what comes up. Nothing. So I'm going to go to, this is bankrate.com. I'm going to plug in that data. I already plugged it in, and I hit search, and nothing. Here's where I'm at. I plugged it in 303,125 just to validate 303. Well, the numbers do add up. Put in a purchase at 660 credit score, put in all the criteria, and we click down here, and let's see if I offer the product, and if I do, what that rate's going to be. And I'll explain rates to you here in a second. So there's what's called the Home Ready and Home Possible programs. Those are basically programs that have income caps. So let's just go down this avenue right now. Let's say you fit this criteria, and it's actually the income is pretty high. So a lot of people do fit this criteria. This is Fannie Mae's program, and this is Freddie Mac's program. And I'm going to do a video later today to explain the mortgage process to everybody. So I hope you tune into that, and this will explain some of this information from you. So we're going to go to the Home Ready product, and let's see what that rate is. So here's how you read my rate sheets. Anything in the positive, this is the points that you would have to pay to get that interest rate. But in this case, we would go with 3.5%. Any negative is a number, means this number represents a rebate check or a lender credit back to you. Okay? So at 3.5%, you're going to get a $79 credit, and it won't cost you, that's it. That's it right there. Again, going back through everybody else's, there is no products available. And I went to Financial Intelligence. It's a brand new website I found that has a bunch of lenders there, and it kind of hits the masses. I did that in bankrate.com. All right, so let's go back and let's change this bucket. Like I said, we're going to go to the 680 bucket, and let's see what we find. Oh, there we go. We have this one company. I've never heard of it. They come up a lot. I don't know who they are and how long they've been around, and I don't know their rating. But let's look at this. 3.232. They offer that rate. Pretty good. We go over here, and it is going to cost you $4,000 to get that rate. Okay? So let's go over here. We're going to just jump this up to 680, and let's see what this website finds us. Nothing again. Okay, let's go to me. Basically, all I'm going to do is change the criteria up in this section right here to a 680 credit score. 680. And let's scroll down and see where we come up with. And I'll show you where you would be on rate. Okay, so we're going to go to Home Ready on this one again, just to keep it consistent. And the rate is, on this case, would be 3.125, and you would get almost a $700 credit. So 3.125. The only other person that came into it was 3.2. So we'll go 3.1 versus 3.2. Mine, you get a rebate check back. There you owe $4,000 in costs. Okay, that's that bucket. Let's go to the 700 credit score. And let's see what we get. Oh, we get the same thing. So we know this place. Well, let's see if this place will get us anything. We got a 700 credit score. Let's see if anything pops up. Nothing there. And again, guys, these are two big websites that have a ton of lenders in there. And I'll show that to you in a minute. I'm not going to a website that has no data. So let's go back to mine and let's see where we are with a 700 credit score. 700. And we click the submit. Again, to keep things consistent, we're going to go with the Home Ready program. And we're at, I think it's the same thing, 3.1. It's $676 back to you. If you want to pay some fees, let's go to make it comparable. They're charging you $4,000 in fees. If you want to spend $4,000 in fees with me, you could get 2.75. So 0.5% different in your rate. Okay, so that's that section. And one last time, we're going to go with a 720 credit score. And let's see what we get. Oh, it dropped to 3.1. Let's see what we get here. I'm going to maybe stop using this because they never find anybody. Nothing there. It doesn't seem like bankrate.com has any lenders that will allow you with 3% down. And let's go back to me. And we're going to plug in a 720 credit score. Let's see if that gives us a little bit better rate. I'm not sure. I'm doing this on the fly. Oh, so we go, I'm keeping everything consistent. So we're going to go with the Home Ready program. So at 3.1, I'm giving you a $700 credit, $676. They are 3.1. They're charging you $38.90. I'm giving you $600. So that's $4,500, $4,600 savings in that category. Okay, so let's go to this. Now we're going to say we want to look at possibly putting 3.5% down. Reason being is that is where FHA will kick into. So let's do a search on this one. And it is still 3.1. What did I do wrong? Hold on. I'm going to put 11,000. Let's see where this takes it to 4. Okay. For some reason, it's not taking 3.5. So let's go to 4. Oh, okay. So this is where we popped up an FHA program. So they're still at the 3.1. I'm going to start back again where we always start at the 660. That's a good score for most people. There is no programs there. So I'm going to go to this and I'm going to put in an LTV or a down payment of 4. We're going to go back to the 660 credit score and nothing. So we're going to go back to me, and this puts us at the 3.5% down. We have a $301,000 loan at 3.5% down, and you'll see that change right here. To purchase, 660 credit score. And we're going to throw in, let's see if we can get an FHA. Well, you know what? Let's see what FHA puts us at. The only place in town that is doing this, oh, they're not even doing that. I thought that this was popping up. No, not with a 660. So basically nobody's doing this loan. And this is a Ginnie Mae loan. And on the FHA piece, you can get 3.125 and you're still getting a $64 credit. I win there. I'm not going to go through every one of these because I'm probably boring you to death. Let's just take this one up to a 720. Let's just jump from the bottom to the top. So this is FHA 3.7. We already went through this category basically. It's just picking up the same data for the conventional. So I know we know who's winning on the conventional. I'm beating them by a long shot. So FHA now is 3.768 with a 720 credit score. This one is 4% down with a 720 credit score. Let's see what this is giving us. Still nothing. And I'm going to go back into my criteria. We're going to put in a 720 credit score, 720, and go down. It's the FHA program. And again, we're competing against right now 3.768. And mine is 3.125. So I can offer 3.125 with a $64 rebate. They are offering 3.76 with holy shnikes, $8,000 in fees. $8,000. Are you kidding me? And I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, these numbers worked out even better than I thought for me. So this just shows you how much variance there is in rates and why you need to be, not only shop for the rate, but also shop for fees, because so many people are getting taken advantage of by fees. And yesterday, I think I got 4 or 5 loan estimates. People you're doing this too late. You're doing it too late in the game. I got estimates yesterday. One was with Quicken, one was with a company I'd never heard of, and something else. On average, I was giving them a rate of about 0.3 less. And on average, I think the savings was about $2,100 in costs. So if you're thinking of looking to buy a home, please reach out. I'd love to help you. Because you can't wait, because normally when you put a house under contract, you're looking to close in 30 to 45 days. You can't wait. I had a couple of them, they were closing in like a week or two, and I'm like, I can't help. I just can't do it that fast. So if you're looking to get pre-approved for a house, or your goal is to get a house in the next 6 months, reach out. Let's get the ball started now. I will get you pre-approved. I'll put you on like a drip campaign so you can get some updates and things like that's what's going on. We'll keep you informed on what's going on with rates, when we should lock, when we maybe shouldn't lock, and all those variations. So the best way to get a hold of me is there's two ways to get it, and I apologize if somebody's running into any issues right now with the phone. We got a whole new phone system, and for some reason sometimes it's not working. And I'm being blunt. I'm just letting you know. So, but give us a call. 99% of the times it works, but if it doesn't work, it'll loop you through. Hit step 1 or prompt number 2. Those will get you in touch with a person who can then transfer you to me. And that number is 844-775-5626. There's a number there. You can also email me. I get all my emails, and I respond to every email I get. My email is dfrio, which is FRIO, at preferredrate.com. So dfrio@preferredrate.com. Or probably one of the best ways to do it, just go to the rateupdate.com, our website. Let me see if I can scan it in here a second. There it is, the rateupdate.com. And if you're working with a loan officer here, you can click one of my loan officers right in here. If you're not, you need my assistance or want to work with me directly, just click Dan Frio. It'll go take you to my little demo thing here, and you can apply now, look at refinances, get a rate quote, anything you want to do. And the next video I'm going to do tomorrow is walking you through the mortgage calculator and how you on your own can figure out what your mortgage payments will or won't be. So I hope you like the video. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'd love to have you subscribe down below. I'm trying to get to 9,000 subscribers by it was today. So I'm about 100 short. And hopefully next month we can get to 10,000 subscribers. So hope you like the video. Please, again, give me a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. I'd like to know the questions that you guys have in regards to refinancing, financing, buying a house, down payment, debt ratios, loan programs, everything and anything you can think of. Let me know. So God bless. Take care. Hope to see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you then. Bye-bye.